Okay, Karate Kid Legends is a movie that I've been looking forward to for a while. Straight off of the heels of Cobra Kai, the show that reignited everyone's love in the Karate Kid, and it clone not Clone Wars, but Cobra Kai it did what it did for Karate Kid what Clone Wars did for the prequel trilogy. It just made the movies better because like it used all of that and it showed where they were at that point in life and just pushed things so much more further. Like it dialed everything up to 20.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really, really enjoyed about it. Now, initially, when they were talking about doing this, it was a thing where it was just going to be Jackie Chan's character Han and the new kid, and they were trying to do something else. And then, throughout time, when people heard about, like, well, you gotta include LaRusso, so they restructured things and included him in here too, which we appreciate because it's Karate Kid.
Yeah, so there was a lot of appreciation in this movie. A lot of a lot of things you were like, okay, I'll take that, I'll take this. And I fell in love with the movie. I really did. Like I fell in love with it as in, after watching Cobra Kai, watching the old Karate Kid movies, I can actually appreciate this for what it was. But I will say this movie also allowed me to appreciate an actual show so much more for what a show can do. Because this movie, for as good as it was to Karate Kid lovers, there were things that I wish had more time.
There was definitely like a lot of pacing issues and all that. I didn't love the movie as much as you did, but it wasn't bad to me. Like it's just it seemed and like this is something that I pick up on because when you watch a whole lot of entertainment, then you start picking up on things. It to me it seemed like they needed something to make a Karate Kid movie. Like, oh, we need something. Like, just have this happen. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like sometimes it's noticeable to me, and it's just like there's a story there, but it's just there. Yeah. And the story for me, it was just there. Like I wanted to connect more with the characters and all that, but it's like everybody that I saw on screen was just there reading their lines. Like I didn't really feel the connection between characters and all that because like even in the OG Karate Kid movies, you felt it. You know what I mean? Even LaRusso's connection to Miyagi, you felt that. And even in Cobra Kai, the characters, Robbie and all that, you felt it. Like, but in this one, it was lacking that, and the movie took a hit for me. At the same time, having some really incredible fights. Like the main dude, this is the first thing I've seen him in. He's great.
He's great. He's a demon.
When it comes to the martial arts, he does this. So the fights weren't the weak part of the movie. It was just the story.
The build up, the connections, the love between the characters. And I'll say it again. Did I love the movie for what it was? Yes, because it involved karate. But if I had to be honest and like lay down certain points, let me tell you something. Cobra Kai was good because you were allowed to understand where certain people were coming from. You were allowed to understand certain connections. Let me tell you something. This part, it didn't lose me, but it had me looking like, what the fuck? When Main Man and him fought in the schoolyard. And after the fight, he was like, meet me at the tournament.
Yeah, it was like they just needed things like we got hit these bullet points like, and a lot of things just felt random and rushed, and like even his love interest, I didn't feel the chemistry there because it's like they were just two actors just acting and not making me believe this. Like I'm the type of motherfucker that I want to get immersed in what I'm watching. I want to believe it.
You want to believe it,
and it's not hard for me to believe that. But this, I just couldn't believe. Like even his mom, it just her interaction with him. It felt so like not cold, but it felt disconnected to me. And that's not because of the actor, because all these are incredible actors. Like Ming, she's an incredible actress. It's just. I don't know what it was. Like it was that lack of connection. Even Joshua Jackson's character, like even him, like these are emotional things that happen in the movie, but it's like the way they're done. It was hard to connect with because I'm like, okay, it's like you need to just hit these points to get to we gotta get to the tournament, we gotta get to the fight, make it happen, whatever. He just went, hey, I want to fight you, and then it's just that. It's like
that's how it felt. I felt like I wrote the script outside really quick for the neighbor. Like, yo, me and you got smoke. Meet me at the biggest tournament in New York. We're gonna do this shit, bro. We just met. What the fuck? We had one train interaction.
Yeah, I don't like you.
I don't like you.
The tournament.
And it was the way he said. He said, you know what? I know how to settle this shit at the tournament.
Yeah, Damon look at the camera and said it winked.
At the tournament. Whole Snoop Dogg on Matt and shit. Playing football, y'all. Toss the ball. I'm just looking like I'm trying because I'm not going to lie because I just said it. I liked it because I love karate movies.
Yeah,
like, I can watch Raid Redemption. Man, those are different joints. But I like watching fighting movies. I love it. But my God, this movie didn't allow itself to give you time with relationships.
Yeah.
Even when they moved from Beijing to New York, the mom was like, we got to roll, we got to go. Jackie Chan was like, no. And then next thing they in New York, and it's like, he calls him, hey, how's New York? Good, tournament next. All right, cool. Damn. Jackie was like, hold the fuck up.
I thought I gotta get there now. What the fuck is going on? You escalated shit already? I just sat down.
Hey, we just landed. Tournament, 7 days.
Like, motherfucker, I just woke up. You just landed. How you?
Jackie was like,
tournament. God damn, already? Jesus Christ.
Get the ice buckets. What the
fuck? I think the thing is, I had my expectations for this movie were sky high because of what it was and who was included, and the fact that you got both of the characters from both versions of Karate Kid in the same movie. We're uniting the universes. You got Han and LaRusso in the same thing. They both know Miyagi. And the beginning of this movie did something really, really genius where they explained the whole connection. Like, they had a flashback to Karate Kid 2, and they had Mr. Miyagi explain, like, it's the story he told in part 2. It's like, this is the reason why, version is in Japan, version is in China. And then it cut to him, like, and that was dope. The whole beginning of this movie set it up like it was going to be something really, really dope. Like, I love the beginning of it. And then, like, as it went on, things were just kind of like speeding up, and then throw this music track in here, throw this music track in here, like walk through the street, throw this music track in here. Dude, show up. I don't like you. Let's fight. They fight. Tournament. Like, oh, we got this crazy tournament. Yo, okay, I guess I got to get it now. Like, it's that type of shit where things are just like what the fuck. And then the interactions and the things that happen. This person got beef with this person. Like, wait, what? What's going on? It's like it's just speeding along, and it's like it's like what?
It is like I said. Did I enjoy it? I will tell you, I actually enjoyed it because in the moment I'm thinking about fight scene.
Yeah.
But other than the fight scenes, I'm not going to be a lying ass person right now. Even when the backyard situation happened where Joshua Jackson's coming out and
no spoilers.
That scene in general, there was something said like,
yeah,
right, man, we'll be back.
Yeah, it's like people running away and like, hey, I'll be back for you. You better do this. It's like, wait, what? Like it's like, oh man. And I know it seems like I'm shitting on this movie, and I did enjoy it because I love the Karate Kid franchise. It's just this movie is not without its faults. The fighting is incredible, but the story is so loose. It's a loose story, and it just feels like they said, we got to get this movie together. We got to do something. What we gonna do? Maybe they had an original plan, and then when they restructured to add LaRusso, they had to like scrap that and do something else, and like, okay, we got to do this, duct tape this shit together, Frankenstein this motherfucker, and just go. And this is it happens. It's an entertaining movie. You don't feel like, why am I watching this? It doesn't feel like a waste of time and nothing like that. Like, I know I'm being hard on it though, but that's because like my expectations were so high. It's something that I'm definitely gonna rewatch and see if I feel differently. But it's like, man,
no, I think you'll feel the same even if you watch it again, due to the fact that look at what I'm saying. I told you I enjoyed myself, but I also told you when the movie went off, I said something felt rushed.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable movie. Some of the music tracks that they had were really, really dope. Other ones, I'm just like, okay, you just doing this in here to fill time. All right, it's kind of whatever. But it's one of those things where it was good for what it was, and I don't like using that because it sounds so negative, but that's what this is. It's definitely worth watching because you get to see Han and LaRusso unite. You know what I mean? They're in the same thing. They're merging the worlds, and that's cool to see. Everything else, because the antagonist, Terry Silver Jr. is he's doing his thing, and he's a good fighter too. Like he's actually a really really good fighter. The fights aren't the problem. It's just the story that they just put on this. It's just like
Even Terry Silver Jr.'s sensei, like I wanted more from him.
Yeah,
like
it's like so much more that they could have done in this. And I know, like in shows, it's easier to go into detail with certain characters and all that, but movies can do it too. It's just how they chose to do it. So like the pacing and what they chose to have, it was just some of it felt a little jarring, and like I said, the lack of genuine chemistry was noticeable for me. Yeah. Like the main dude and the chick, I didn't buy that at all, because it's just like they were just there and like let's do this.
Their relationship was so unbelievable to me. I looked at him like her little brother. Like something was wrong with the pacing of this movie. It was, and a lot of movies are dog shit to me. This wasn't dog shit. But after watching Cobra Kai and after watching the other Karate Kid movies, and then you watch the Karate Kid movie with Jaden Smith, this movie kind of felt like they didn't have time. I feel like they didn't have time to do what they wanted to do.
It felt like we got to get this out. We got to do what it do, make it happen. One of the main criticisms that I saw of this when the trailers came out is like, they just redoing Karate Kid 1. And I can see this. There are definitely a lot of similarities there as far as the story that they're telling. And I'm like, it all depends on the execution, how they do it. And it's just like, maybe they could have done something different, because this was like not even a by the numbers. It just the story. And I'm so disappointed because like the story is one of the best parts of these movies. Is this one? This one is like they chose to focus on the fights, and then the story was secondary, which is it works. That works. It's just, this one is just, the story just really, really took a back seat to what was going on. And the way they ramp things up just to get from point A to point B, I'm like, damn, you damn near got whiplash. It's just like, what the fuck? But, I will say go watch it, because I talked to a couple people and they loved it. Mm-hmm. So not everybody feels the way I feel. It was just what I picked up on and how I felt personally. But it is a good movie, though. It is a good movie, and check it out for yourself and see how you feel.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
With that being said, we're gonna get into some brief spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it starts with them in China, and in the beginning of it when it's showing Han's dojo and everything, it's just everything looks. It looks great. It's on point. Everybody's sparring. He's in his element, teaching, and it's cool. Then they move to New York, and immediately it starts ramping up. I'm like, wait, what's going on? It's just like you feel a shift, and you're like, okay, let's see where this goes. And then he meets a chick, and there's no chemistry there at all. Something just seems off immediately. It's immediately. I'm like, wait a minute, and they're talking, and then he meets her again, and it's like, yeah, I'll help you out. And it's just like, it felt off. Like, it felt off. It didn't feel like these two met, and it's like, okay, yeah, there's a spark there. I felt no spark the whole movie. Even when they kissed at the end, I'm like, there's no spark. These are two actors just acting. That's it. And it's not believable. And then, the Terry Silver Jr. shows up, and he's an immediate asshole, because they're on the street like, no, we can't be on the street. You can't go there. And it's like they teeing it up like, oh, there's gonna be a problem here. And then
every word was, we can't walk on the street. The tournament's close.
Yeah. Oh, the 5 boroughs. Oh no. Oh God.
Well, I'm telling you right now, they tried to present that tournament so much. I feel like when we walked inside the damn theater, we heard tournament.
Like I expected like a crackhead on the corner. Oh man, that tournament's gonna be crazy, y'all. Y'all ready? It's 5 boroughs. Oh man, y'all can't wait. Like it seems like that type of shit, man.
I feel you on that. It's one of those things where it's one of those guilty pleasures for me where I found a lot of cheesiness within it.
Yeah,
I still liked it, but boy, it was some
it was just like you could see it coming from a mile away. Like, you know what I mean? And that's also not a bad thing. It just, I felt disappointed because I'm like, all right, just don't just put it all out there. Like, oh man, we gotta do this. The tournament. See the fly see here's the poster. See. Like, it's like, all right, man, damn. Got Connor's face on it. Like, yeah, the tournament, y'all. I'm like, he wins every year. Oh no, it's so dangerous. I'm like, okay, all right.
And it's like there is nothing wrong with wanting more build up.
Yeah,
because even
yeah.
like even when she described like I understand, like, you know, Terry Silver Jr., that was her ex. She's no longer with him. He gets jealous because she's with Main Man now. And like the sucker punch on the train, it pissed me off.
Yeah.
I guess this is a personal thing. When his mom was like, I told you no fighting. I wanted him to say, Mom, I got hit. I tried to, I wanted him to say, like, Mom, I actually tried to get out the way and leave. I wanted him to say that so she understood I ain't get my eye black because I, indulged in a fight.
It's like with the mom. I swear she spent most of the movie saying no fighting. I said no fighting, and it left and rolled out. No fighting. I got a black eye. No fighting, and then just left.
At the ER, I'm trying to save your friend. No fighting. Yo, you gonna stop saying that shit? It's not us to talk about right now.
It's just like I feel like they could have done more with some of these characters because like her character, it just felt so one note because they didn't give her much to do. She just, they laid the groundwork. Brother got fucked up. You know what I mean? So fighting is banned. So you understood why, but it's like they still could have done more with that to me. It's like it's a tragic story, and they played into it, but a lot of things just kind of fell flat for me, and I don't know, man. It's just I had high expectations for this. And I'm watching. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but it's just like kind of playing it safe a little bit, and just speed running the storyline, and it's like we got to do this. Okay, the tournament, yeah, you got fucked up. Dude can dodge everything. Okay, he's the baddest of the bad. He wins the tournament every single time. They spar in the schoolyard. It's like, yeah, tournament. Meet you there.
They could not wait to say the word tournament. Now, his reason for entering the tournament, that had some background to it because Joshua Jackson's character, he tried to train him. He gets into his own fight.
Even that, like that, I'm gonna give you an example of when things they went so fucking fast. I got whiplash. So you know what I mean? They in the alleyway. He fights with the motherfuckers there. They run off. Yeah, you better pay your bill.
He's still on the ground. What happened? You not a fight.
So he says you gotta train me, and then he leaves like, no man, I can't do it. So he left. He calls Han, and just based off one conversation, goes in there like, yeah, you're old, you're slow, I'ma train you. It's like that fast. It's just immediately like, okay, never mind, I'ma train you now.
He's 30 minutes late. Y'all talk to my pops, talk to my uncle. He said it'll be good for you. I'ma teach you.
So it was just super fast, and the training montage was dope though. Like doing the 1-inch punch and all that. It was funny. It was dope. The movie had great comedy. It had some great scenes. It's just it could have done a lot more with what it had. I felt like they avoided a lot of complexities and everything, and it just could have been better than what it was. It was still enjoyable, but it's just like obviously, as you can hear, I wanted more. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like I thought there was gonna be, just more there, but
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it and hated it. I enjoyed it on the level of me as a child.
Yeah,
not me throwing shots at the movie anymore. It's just me saying like I enjoyed the appetizer, because it damn sure wasn't the full meal.
Yeah,
and the runtime was like next to short as fuck.
Yeah, because like as the movie was going on, and when they finally got to LaRousse, I'm like, damn, we almost
done.
It's almost done. Like, okay, all right. Like, it was obvious the movie was trying to set up the tournament. So we finally get to the tournament, and the tournament is dope. Like they speed run the beginning because they know you're here for the main event. So motherfuckers get kicked off screen immediately. He just show their names. Like, yeah, dead. Yeah. No, we ain't gotta show them.
First of all, this is Buddha tournament. Almost there. They couldn't wait to get towards the big fight.
They had one he had some tough words like welcome to the five boroughs or whatever like that. You get kicked immediately. He's done. KO. Like, okay, show the rest of the names. We at the end now. And the end fight is dope. You know what I mean? And it shows everything that he learned because like he's learning both styles and learning how to like, bait the tiger as they say. And getting to see that in action was cool. Now, Connor did a lot of like sideways shit that should have got fucking like he was getting away with murder the whole movie, yo. Even with refs there, fucking up the refs and everything. I'm looking like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna do nothing about this. Like, goddamn, I know you win this shit every year, though, but what the fuck?
I'm gonna have mafia pool. Like,
damn,
nobody can do what he want.
Damn, even his trainer or his pops or whatever the fuck. Like when they were at the boxing joint, and Joshua Jackson's character was getting fucked up. I'm looking like, yo, are y'all really with the mafia? Because can't nobody do nothing now?
Nothing. I mean,
damn.
That's what they were trying to show. Like, this guy was
he was a loan shark, you know what I mean?
Was.
So, obviously, there's some pull there, some grimy shit going on, but it's like, god damn.
But I saw that coming. I can't predict a lot of shit when I watch movies. I predicted, like, once he started to train, I was like, I know once he gets into his fight, he's going to have, like, a whole, like, Apollo Creed type situation, which is sad, but it's like, I knew they weren't going to let him get the glory.
And I thought he was going to die. Like, the way he got mollywopped, I'm like, yo, is he going to check here? Like, what the fuck?
Got the whole elbow.
Yeah. His whole shit was fucking busted. So I was like, damn. Luckily he recovered and then came back. Tournament. Because, he, right out the fucking coma. Tournament. I mean, he wasn't in the coma, but, you know what I mean? Just.
When the mob.
Because
when the mob was talking to him outside, like, is that your friend in there? How did you meet him? Then, as they walk off screen, I'm telling you, it was a crag in the back. That tournament.
Yeah.
Don't you forget about that goddamn tournament. There's a reason.
Tournament's how you get that money, y'all. Come on, get that money, y'all. 25 boroughs, y'all.
The paramedic in the car. 5 boroughs.
Yeah, that 5 boroughs. You heard about it? Yeah, I heard about it. That's
random conversations. It's like, and then like I said, there are cheesy things in the movie that I like, because I like those type of movies where I feel like I'm back in school my damn self.
Yeah.
Like, even when she wound up forgiving him because he ordered pizza, I'm looking like, you were just pissed off because he didn't go with you to the ER with you. That was a big-ass moment. You forgave him because he ordered pizza in a romantic way. And I'm looking like, that's all it took was the pizza. And
I mean, she knew that he was, fighting the tournament for her pops.
I know, but it's like, if you look at how certain cuts jump to the next scene, you're looking like, damn, give me something more.
I'll tell you what jumped to the next scene and got super fast. His random friend that was his tutor, and then all of a sudden became his best friend out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, he the wingman, he everything. Like, yeah, we can do this. Where you come from? You were the tutor. That shit, yo, they must have cut all the bonding scenes out, cause I don't know when that shit happened.
Bro, you had the same question as the motherfucker.
I'm like, yo, he your best friend now? When that happened? Like, I mean, obviously, time jumps and they've been doing the SAT thing and studying. But I'm like, damn, that shit came out of nowhere. Because, like, the way he was interacting when he did the wingman thing, I'm like, wait, y'all cool now? What happened? I thought he was just trying to get you ready.
I can see them getting close.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow us to see it.
It just jumped to we best friends now. I'm your wingman. Let's do this. Yeah, y'all. Football. Throw the ball.
Yeah, throw the ball. We all here for man, y'all. I'm doing this for I'm telling you, I'm on some shit where I don't know. Somebody's going to look at this and say, did you like it, Joe, or did you not like it? I'm going to keep it real with you. Yes, I did like it because I liked it on a certain term.
Yeah.
I let it be what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, cool. Let's just get straight to the tournament then. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm here for the tournament.
It was obvious they were setting that up and they were just trying to get from point A to point B. So I'm like, okay, the tournament's going to be dope. Okay, they keep talking about it. Seeing the posters, Connor's face pointing at the camera. Yeah, tournament. So I'm like, okay, we're going to get there. So we'll see what happens. And the tournament was dope. It was dope, and it was cool to see Han and LaRusso there. But what was really dope is seeing Johnny Lawrence in this motherfucker. Like, that was fucking dope. I love that shit. Like, that was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. Just because, the Cobra Kai and all that.
Fed the fans. They fed the fans. I respect that.
They knew we wanted that shit. And that was probably a last-minute shoot, too. That was probably a last-minute thing. And I appreciate that because it's shit like that I love. And Johnny Lawrence being Johnny Lawrence. Like, he's the same dude. That shit was great. Like, I love the fuck out of that.
Did the pizza? Did they send the pizza all the way to L.A.?
It was like frozen. Like,
okay.
It was like freeze-dried or
okay,
whatever. Like, I saw when they opened, I'm like, okay, yeah, that because they do that.
Okay, all right. Yeah. As long as I can have it.
You can buy like a pizza in from LA or Paris, whatever, and get that shit fucking shipped. It's like, freeze dried and you just, heat it up and whatever. I mean, there's really good pizzas that they do that with.
I wish I would as far as how much it would cost.
Oh yeah, we ain't there yet.
Just
We ain't there yet.
yeah, shit.
If you want freeze dried DiGiorno's, and go right to the grocery store, Red Baron or whatever the fuck. Like, all right, I guess it's what it is. That's all we can do.
To you with love, super fresh. What the fuck?
But yeah, no, the movie was it was enjoyable, and I will say it is worth watching because there's some incredible fights in this one. It's obvious that dude is a superstar when it comes to martial arts. You know
Both
what
of
I mean?
them. Both of the kids.
Yeah. There's some great fights in this movie. So if anything, just watch it for some nostalgia, like seeing worlds unite and some really really dope fights. It's just the story is just there, but it's some people can look past that.
So yeah, don't watch it for the story. Don't watch it for longevity. Watch it because you love karate. You love Cobra Kai. You love Karate Kid. You love watching people train for the big events.
Yeah.
Watch it for that. Watch it for the hand-to-hand combat. Watch it for the motherfuckers doing some shit that will hurt your legs just by watching.
Mm-hmm. Like that fucking thing he had Joshua Jackson do when he held the pickle jars and kicked the chair out.
Nope.
Yo, I almost went home because my back fucking snapped.
No.
I felt that shit. I'm like, ain't no fucking way in the world. There's no way in the world. Nope, not in this lifetime. I'm done. Visit me right in the hospital if you ever try to pull that shit on me.
You're for real. What tournament?
Because I'm going to fall, them pickle jars hit me in the head and break. It's going to be all bad for me.
Well, forget about the tournament.
Yeah, I can't live. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. That tournament.
Nah, but yeah, those are our thoughts on Karate Kid Legends. Let me know what you felt about it, and we'll see if there's any difference of opinion.
And I'll see it again.
I will too.
Just to see if I'm wrong right now.
Yeah,
I'll go see it again to make sure I'm not.
It's rewatchable. It's definitely rewatchable. It's not one of them one and done movies. Like I've watched all the Karate Kid movies multiple times, and this one it ain't gonna be no different.
It's one of them joints where if you bring it home and you have it on Blu-ray, or whatever, you'll watch it and you just look. You can't wait to get to your favorite part. Type joint.
Yeah.
That Snoop Dogg shit will forever kill me. That Snoop Dogg shit is gonna kill me forever. Oh my gosh. I think it's around. I think that Madden came out around the same time Viv had his song on the Flash. And man, you was in the Yaten house.
Oh yeah.
And I played that shit. And you know how the intro come on. He was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That nigga Snoop ain't even try. He got his check. EA Sports. Talking about some football, y'all. Loving it. Yo, Snoop, you nigga, like we get it, dog. But damn.
He wanted to check. He's like, I ain't gotta do much. Okay, football, y'all.
Talk about football. All right, cool.
Throw the ball. Touchdown. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Win the game. Nigga, Snoop said, fuck this. I'm fried.
That's all y'all gonna get.
Snoop, what you got? Man, my headphones at. Nigga was so high, he just want to go to sleep after that shit.
They sound like, oh, Snoop, can you do something different? Nah,
so it's like, all right, cool.
All right.
Works for us.
Just put in the game.
Throw the football, y'all. We in the game. That's just like a fucking Kids Bop 7 version. I was embarrassed every time that intro song came on. Jesus Christ. Damn, Snoop.